Craigslist can be a great way to look for a new roommate or find an apartment or home to rent. But scammers are also posting and replying to ads trying to steal your money or personal information. Joining me now is Regional Director Mike Harrison from the BBB. So first, what are some warning signs of roommate scams on Craigslist?
Well, the scams that we're seeing that we've heard about here in the last week or two affect people, target people that are looking for a roommate or looking for a place to live. So as far as the roommates go, a great place to find one is online. I mean, there are services that will match you with potential roommates, but people turn to Craigslist as well, so they'll post that they're looking for a roommate. Now, unfortunately, scammers take advantage of that from time to time. So they'll reach out to the person looking for a roommate and say that they're interested in renting from them or with them, and you know, they'll tell them though that they're too busy to actually come out and look at the property. It's either that they live overseas at the moment, or they're just too busy to get out there to look at it. So they'll tell you, you know, we've got there's a legitimate sounding story that the reason they're going to be moving there, whether it's a new job or they're a student, and so during the conversation, which is always via email, so you got to keep that in mind.
It's not usually over the phone.
Not over the phone. They'll say, you know, I'm interested in that. How much is it going to cost? And assuming that there's mutual interest there, the person will send them a check. And so when they open that and they see the check, usually it's for more than what they'd agreed upon. And so the scammer will then get in touch with them and say, hey, I made a mistake. Can you wire back the difference to me? Well, hopefully you don't do that, because that's a huge red flag. But if you do, and you go to the bank and deposit that check, if you wire the money, you're just sending them your own money. The check is going to bounce, so once you find that out, you have to pay the bank back. So when you're looking for a roommate, try and meet them in person if you can, talk to them on the phone. If they ask for you to transfer money to them, don't do it. Stay away from that huge red flag there.
Okay, good to know there. So what are some warning signs for rental scams if you're looking to rent somewhere?
Yeah, sure. So it's the other way around. So if you're looking for a place to live, Craigslist, again, is a good place to turn to. But what happens is you have scammers that will make up a fake listing. They'll make it sound, you know, almost too good to be true, tons of amenities, a great rent as far as the amount that it is, but it's the same type of thing, is that the landlord will say that they want to rent the property out to them, but at the moment they live overseas, whether it's a job, doing missionary work, that they're in the military.
So kind of the same excuse as the roommate.
That's right, the same thing. And then they ask for you to wire money to them to hold the deposit for the rent until all of the paperwork goes through. So same type of scam, same type of logistics that go along with that. So if that happens, actually another thing that they could possibly do is ask you to fill out a credit application online as well. So it's just a blatant attempt for them to get your personal information, social security number, credit history, which could lead to identity theft. So if you're looking to rent, try and find somebody local, a landlord or an owner that you can actually visit with, that you can meet with, to make sure that it's a legitimate property. And don't ever rush into anything. Take your time, do your homework, research them online before paying any money or signing a lease.
Okay, and make sure, you know, big red flag in both of those was wiring money.
Yeah, that's correct. You're right.
Okay, and then I kind of want to switch gears here. You guys have an event Saturday. Tell us about that.
Yeah, thank you. We are having our annual Shred Day event. Our BBB Shred Day will be this Saturday, May 9th from 8 a.m. until noon, and we're going to have it at Lucky's Market in their parking lot. And so it's an opportunity for consumers to stop by. They can shred up to 3 boxes worth of documents, anything that has social security numbers on it, maybe old tax returns, applications for credit, bank statements, anything along those lines, because we talk a lot about protecting your identity online, but people still dumpster dive. They can go through your trash and get information that way. So this is just a great way to protect your identity. Again, it is 8 to noon this Saturday, May 9th at Lucky's. And regardless of the weather, because it sounds like it might rain, the event will happen, rain or shine. Okay,
good to know. And as always, if you have any questions about Craigslist scams or the Shred event this Saturday, feel free to reach out to Mike through the BBB's website, or you can give him a call. Mike, thanks for joining us. And here's what we're working on for ABC's